We're in a familiar community with a builder that we're not so familiar with, Coventry Homes. Now, we're back in MayFair, one of the hottest new communities here in Central Texas, here in the corridor, still part of New Braunfels. We're looking at the Groovton model with Coventry Homes. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,700 square feet. This is a dope one. I like it, okay? I like it. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't texted me and you've purchased a home, I'm gonna tell your mom. Right when you walk into this home, you have a grand entrance, which is a combination of elegance and minimalism from what we can really see. You have the stacked ceilings, you have this wide hallway going into the living and kitchen space. And we got this double wide quartz countertop island, and we have some pretty good appliances and fixtures here in the home that has a great combination. One thing I wanna show is, Chris, come here. We have the black handles here and the white cabinetry, but then on this side, on the island, it's more of a wood texture with the same accents. So I like having almost like a two-tone look here in the kitchen where the island has its own presentation. It has its own elegance that goes along with it. I think you guys appreciate that too. Behind this pocket door, we have the pantry, and it is a large pantry that passes the light test, okay? It's a walk-in pantry, so you have that full space and you have the prep area. And I love the fact that you have this pocket door so you can hide away from your mother-in-law that judges you about your cooking. You know, not from experience. Before we get too far into the video, guys, I'm gonna show you around the house, then you're gonna have a full uninterrupted walkthrough of the home, this time hopefully with music, unlike some of our previous videos. I'm sorry about that. And then I'm gonna teach you about MayFair if you don't have a reference as to what MayFair is all about. So stay tuned for all of that. Take a look at the house. Coventry went with more of a classic styling when it came to the dining space. You have one dedicated dining space opposed to some of the other homes that we've been seeing lately where there's a breakfast area and then there's a dining space, but they wanted to show off a little bit with the model, right? So they have a kick out. This is called a kick out. Well, in real estate terms, this is a kick out, but this isn't the only kick out in this house. So builders offer a full list of different upgrades that they have in the home, but this is one of my favorite features when builders put this together. I love it. When you can actually cook and enjoy the family all at the same time. I love having a setup here where the kitchen faces the living space. Now this is a personal preference, but I love having this. I can face the TV, I can cook, I can clean, I can do whatever in the kitchen because I like to cook and I like to enjoy my family at the same time. So great setup. And then you have the stacked ceiling too with the wood accent. It's killer. You have this kick out in the primary bedroom as well. You have a good amount of size here, but having this little reading nook here, it makes it a little bit nicer, a little bit more elegant. It brings in a lot of light into the space. If you're anything like me, you probably need to take a break when you're taking a shower. So you take your shower, you take a break, you sit down here, you get out, you towel off, and then might as well take another break and sit down next to your vanity here while your wife has the other one on the other side. We have a full walk-in closet here. Decent enough size. You have space for linen here, but this is a special feature. When you actually purchase this home, they're gonna leave these frames here and then you're gonna have pictures of me and the whole team here. And then you could just, as you're pooping, just admire the team. Now that you've seen the home, I want to let you know that it's very easy to reach out to us, the team, to help you purchase one of these homes. Whether it's this home or any of the other homes here in the corridor between San Antonio and Austin, we're here for you. We can work the entire area for you guys. All you got to do is send me a text message. All the information is in the description and in the first comment. But let's talk a little bit more about MayFair. MayFair is a brand new community. There aren't many new homes here in this community that we can even tour for you guys. So it's super, super new. Now we have toured some inventory homes before, but because this neighborhood is so hot, it's so active, there's only a limited amount, and there's only a limited amount of time that I'm able to do it before it's someone's house. So it's a really active community. They're gonna be building schools in this community. They're gonna be building shopping areas. They're going to have a Costco really close by, literally down the street, right next to Buc-ee's. There's a lot coming into this community. And one thing that I'm gonna do is actually gonna be doing a pros and cons of MayFair very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe for that. And if you have any questions about the community, always feel free to send me a text message. And it's also like, it's not a full pressure on when you're ready to purchase something, you go ahead and text me. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and reach out. Like, the team is here to help you, not sell you, if that makes sense. But yeah, MayFair is a great new community. The competition here is really very mindy, and was it Meyer Ranch? Meyer Ranch is another majorly competitive community out here within New Braunfels, but you also have La Cima, a little bit up north in San Marcos. By the way, you're really close to San Marcos outlets. You're about 20 minutes away from there. You're about 30 minutes away from San Antonio, and you're about 45 an hour away from downtown Austin. So you're kind of here in this perfect pocket where you have a lot of new things coming into this community, but you're still relatively close to everything in San Antonio, you're close to everything in Austin, and you're close to both airports. I tend to do that a lot. If I'm ever flying back to California or flying to any other state, I'll kind of see which airport is less busy or a little bit cheaper, and I'll make that decision based off of that. So you have that flexibility here, being in New Braunfels, being in the MayFair community. There's so much coming into this community, and make sure to stay tuned for the video that's gonna be coming very, very soon, talking about the pros and cons of living here in MayFair. But hopefully you guys enjoy the community. If you have any questions about it, make sure to reach out. With new construction specifically, you guys want to reach out to a realtor prior to visiting any of these communities or reaching out to any of these communities, because it allows me to be your representative and to fight for you. When it comes down to it, the representatives that work in these communities represent the company. They don't necessarily represent you. So make sure to reach out to me and the team so that we can help you out throughout the process and make sure that you're covered and you're protected, essentially. So the way it looks, it depends on where you are in the process. So sometimes builders on specific lots will make a decision and say, hey, we're gonna move forward with a specific type of home in this specific lot because it makes the most sense. And they will essentially turn those homes into what's called inventory homes. So you have the ability to kind of come in halfway through and say, hey, I kind of want to purchase that lot and I want to purchase that specific model, so everything links up, everything's good. Great, so you move forward with that. And depending on where you are in the whole process, you can make decisions on materials, options, and things like that. But let's say you're a little bit earlier on and you want to make a decision on the lot, you want to make a decision on the specific model, specific options, and everything in between what's in the home specifically. You can make that decision earlier on depending on where they are in the phases. So they have specific releases that they do based on the community. So they'll go off of one specific block, and then if that block is completely sold out, they'll move on to the next block and say, hey, we have new phases open, we have new lots available that we can build on, so on and so forth. It depends on where you are in the process. Usually from dirt to completion, it's like 4 or 6 months. Depends on the builder. It really depends on the builder and the specific home that you're trying to purchase and the options and everything like that. So if it takes a long time for them to source materials, it'll just take a little bit longer. But you'll have a rough idea earlier on. That's where the discussion with us comes into play. So make sure to reach out to us and see what model works best for you. Hopefully this Groovton model works out for you guys. If it doesn't, and you want to take a look at some of the other homes that we've toured before, take a look at this playlist right here. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed. You press this button right here on this side, and I'll see you in the next tour.